So you've regained consciousness. Good, good. You're looking much less pale now. I was starting to worry you might have taken your last breath. Me? Oh, I'm just the humble country woman who happened to save your life. Margot. That's my name. Though the people here did once call me Chief Priest. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me? This is Duvenkroon, the capital of Drigan. Do you not remember? It was here that you rid us of the Dragon's Cry. There's a shrine a little way from here, near the village outskirts. There's always someone there, paying their respects to poor souls. This is my daughter, Kaspara. On her way to visit that shrine, she found you lying unconscious at the village entrance. Do you still not recall anything? Then let's take in some of the sights and see if that jogs a memory or two. Hopefully a pleasant chat awash in the atmosphere of Duvenkroon will resurface some of your heroic exploits. We'll start with the village and speak to some of the locals. Come with me.
Bad at all. Oh, I can awaken that.
Yes. Ah, looking down upon the fair city of Duvenkroon from up here always brings me such a sense of peace and serenity. Allow me to welcome you to our village once again. How unfortunate. Your memory loss. It means you alone are unaware of your renown. Drigan is known as the Land of the Dragons. As you adventure here, you'll find traces of those dragons scattered about. This village, Duvenkroon, is just one of such dragon-marked places. The name Duvenkroon itself means Dragon's Fang. Once you've finished admiring the view, follow me down that path.
makes life better when together.
Drigan is known as the land of the dragons. Dear me, that look on your face. Your memories really have flown the coop. Ah, yes. I've put your belongings in the office for safekeeping. Up that way, at the top of these stairs, you will find a large building. That's where your belongings are being kept. Why don't you go take a look? Go on, go on. With these old legs, it'll take some time for me to follow you. Yes, I knew it. I knew we'd eventually meet here. Ah, adventurer, you're here. Fantastic. I was just having a lovely little chat with the chief. Oh? Curious to know what was said. Well, we were talking about the Sherakans. The Sherakans were the toughest warriors in all of Drigan. Much like you, actually. I suppose it won't be long until you're off again on another quest. Before you go, I would like to perform a blessing for your journey. Come with me. Yes, the yes. This stone pagoda has held within it the desperation of these lands for decades. It was here that I first saw you in my dreams. Well, aren't you going to offer your own prayer? What do you think, adventurer? You look much more refreshed now.
It's Nana!
Huh?
Yes, Nana, we are. Please tell us a fun story.
It's been ages. What took you so long?
We've been waiting for you, Nana.
Oh, my little llamas. You adorable things are doing well, I hope. You've been entrusted with an important mission to protect the eternal flame at the mountain where snow forever falls. That is your charge, and is yours alone to bear. There is not much time. You must make a decision. Will you, or will you not heed the call of the voices that beckon you? So, was that enough of an answer for you? You seem to have even more on your mind now. Why don't you take a walk around the village to collect your thoughts? Nana has a story to tell these little rascals.
another region.
They call me a slacker with storage because I like to read. All the while they just continue being stupid. I've never forgotten a customer, what they stored or what they said.
Go over there. Another cutscene.
Wait a minute. Can you repeat what you just said, Martha? Kazaka wrought destruction on the kingdom of Ozeka, and the holy fire that consumed Kazaka originated from the mountain of eternal winter.
Where did it go after? Is there any more information?
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to know that?
Oh, for the love of you and that hot head of yours. Honestly, it's no wonder Eden... Ah, bloody choppy. One of these days I'll burst a blood vessel just trying to...
Oh, you're already here!
Ah, you've come. Sit, please. I've been thinking it's time we changed our tactics. Otherwise, we'll always be playing catch-up with the blasted witch Elezra.
You know what my assistant and I had to go through in Ataraxian? You don't, because you were late. And why was that? Because you were downing 21-year-old Alejandro wine with Martha.
Ah, can you just pipe down, Miss Know-It-All? Be that as it may, I don't think now's a prudent time to go to your Lunakia.
Lecturing on and on and on and on.
Do you remember the book that Elezra's minion had in Tarif? The holy flame, the Yenix, is capable of consuming even the mightiest of gods. However, the true form of the Yenix can only be awakened by the heart of Atamagia. All those who seek the Yenix without the heart will be consumed by its flames and burned to ashes. The heart of Atamagia is already in the hands of Elezra, and it's clear as day that she's waiting for us to blunder into another one of her traps. Knowing this, what we need now is an approach she'd never expect.
So, our next target is the Yenix.
We need to find the holy flame before she does. If Elezra's to awaken the 100,000 Ator with the heart of Atamagia, she'll need something to power such an enormous army with. But if we can seal the Yenix so it cannot be awakened again, it matters not that Elezra has the heart. All of her effort shall be for naught, and we'll have finally exacted a little revenge of our own.
Killing two birds with one stone.
We'll be killing two Yeah, stop butting in, will you? Anyway, this is our plan, so will you join us?
There aren't any records indicating the Enix's whereabouts after Roseka. But if we head to the Mountain of Eternal Winter, its origin, we might be able to learn something.
Did you say you plan to go to the Mountain of Eternal Winter?
One does not simply walk into the Mountain of Eternal Winter. There was an explosion at the Sherikon Iron Mine. It's far too dangerous.
Why? Will Garmoth appear and roast us alive?
Do not frighten them, nor be so frightened yourselves. Are we not descendants of the Sherikons, the mighty dragon slayers? But since you mention the explosion at the mine, I should tell you of a dream that Nana Margot had. Pray, stay a while and listen. Nana Margot was once chief priestess of Dregan, yet despite having healed 1,000 wounded, those of us who had lived through that great conflict were of the belief that her powers had still not yet waned. It is possible that she still has the blessing of the Sherikons, as she is occasionally able to foretell the future. But what caused Nana Margot to have a dream on that fateful day? Nana, of course, offered no interpretation of her dream. But hear me, young one, for I fear the dream foretold of another danger yet to come. What that danger is, no one can truly know.
The 6 witches that bloomed from Labresca's demise protected us from fearsome dragons and their fire. However, as flowers must wilt and fade, the witches sought a warrior of winter before they too would need retire. O warrior who shall best the witches' trials to stand atop the frosty peaks, bear great Labresca's treasure, the abyssal flames of Yenix which consumed even the gods, and confront the darkness. Come to the haven of slumbering origin at the mountain of eternal winter.
The determination in your eyes is unwavering. Reminds me of my youth. Very well. Go to the office of the Duvenkroon mercenaries. Those who fear not danger are oft drawn to that place. I imagine you'll have no trouble finding someone to join you on your journey. Hear me, young one, for I fear the dream foretold of another danger yet to come.
How's that for a lucky break? The day the savior of Serendia arrives, the retired priestess gets a vision. Ha ha! Now, if it should concern the 6 witches, I might actually know a thing or two. I read up a little on them, you see, in the Crypt of Resting Thoughts. The 6 witches of the Mountain of Eternal Winter sent the Yenix to Orzeka with Silverfrond, who himself borrowed it with the approval of the Golden Dragon Labresca.
What? How did you pull that out the top of your head? Been making deals with the Thornwood goddess, have you?
As if. Anyway, fortune-telling is like wordplay. It's easy to add meaning to the words once you know the outcome, but not vice versa. We know the Yenix was last seen in Orzeka, and that it may have been returned to the Mountain of Eternal Winter. But you don't really know with these records.
Ugh! You're as dense as a Valencian elephant and half as smart. Let's just follow the prophecy. Worst case, it spells our untimely demise. Either way, we've got to stop Alesra before she dooms us all. To the haven of the slumbering origin. We'll bust the doors down if we have to.
Miss Know-It-All is right for once. It'd be best to pursue the legend of the 6 witches. I guess it's time we paid a visit to the Dregan mercenaries. Or rather, you paid a visit.
Assistant, it'll break your heart to hear it, but you'll have to go alone this time.
The Society of Equilibrium has summoned us regarding the Ataraxian situation.
Don't worry, Assistant. I'll continue my research on Yolanakia. You can manage without me, right? Our lives are in your hands. Oh, but no pressure.
Miss Know-It-All is right for once. It'd be best to pursue the...
You looking to do anything specific? Beat up some marmots or maybe mess up some wolves? You know where my dad went? Where did he go off to this time? All mercenaries escorting the Sherikon Iron Man investigators this way. Those heading to the Elton Snowstorm Guard post that way. Registration for the Tory Woods search team is over here. Oh, I was wondering when you would show up. It's been absolute chaos here lately. There was an incident at the Sherikon Iron Mine. But why has it got the whole Mountain of Eternal Winter in an uproar?
Hey, Odell! Folks are saying I need a pass to get to Ailton. The chief told me to get one here. Is that right?
Yup, that's right. I'll get you paired with an escort. Whew, I don't even have time to listen to the details anymore. A mercenary office could really do with some backup. What's that now? Are you interested in helping out? I love mercenaries! They're welcome anytime! This here is the best mercenary office in Dregan! You looking to do anything specific? Beat up some marmots or maybe mess up some wolves? You know where my dad went? Where did he go off to this time? How about it? Anything that strikes your fancy? No? Tell you what, I've got just the quest for you. Very hush-hush. Shh. Closer, closer. Up on the second floor, there's a person looking for someone to climb the mountain of eternal winter in their stead. Up on the second floor, there's a person. As for rewards, the hired mercenary need only name their price. The finder's fee was quite generous as well. For some reason, my father was reluctant to take it on himself. I inquired as to why, but he wouldn't say. But you know the Odelphin guarantee, right? When we get a job, we see it through to the bitter end. And I'm not just telling you about this because I'm super busy. Nuh-uh. I trust you'll get the job done.
Yo, so you've come! You're gonna help me out by climbing that mountain. Well, I gotta say, you look kinda young. Would you just freeze out there? What do I do if that happened? Okay, once more. Hey there, how you doing? So, you climb, right? Ah, come on, Lando. You know you can't go in so casual-like. I don't know anymore. Why am I getting so nervous about this? Anywho. Why is no one taking my quest? Is the reward not substantial enough? Hey, do you hike much? No. Do you perhaps do much mountain climbing? No, do you love mountains? Oh, that is worse! How do you do, adventurer? I am Lando. I seek a brave soul to venture forth and climb the mountain of eternal winter in my stead. Great! You'll do! Why so surprised? Jeez, people need more faith in each other, am I right? Here, take this pass. I'm fine without it, but you'll probably be chased off without one. The reward? Oh man, right to it. I like your style. Actually, someone else will be giving you your reward. Head over to Balak's altar. I need to go pay the finder's fee first, but I'll catch up soon.
curse. This is such a waste of my time. Why won't they let us enter? Don't they know how far I've traveled?
The explosion happened out west. How is it relevant to anything happening here in the east?
You know how many years we've been trading here? We can't just pack up and leave now.
Do you want to see me lose my job? How many times do I have to tell you? You need to go there and get your passes.
Why are you being so strict about it? Don't worry, I'll take full responsibility, so just let me through, all right?
Waiting for checkpoint inspections? Then come wait here. Can't let the cellar dry up, though. That'd be bad.
All right, no pushing. Everyone form a line. I see you managed to secure a pass despite the crisis. Mind cooperating with us and filling out the entry registry? So, Lando, have you finally found a mercenary? Is this the one who's agreed to climb the mountain for you?
Not just yet. We need to make a quick detour to Camp Balix to get our stamp.
Camp Balix? You mean... the prince? To think we looked outside for help. If the chief finds out...
Haas, come on, it's me, Lando! Hey, when I get back, we'll grab some grub. On me!
You do know you're sneaking around is probably already public knowledge in Drigan by now, don't you? Pass.
Alright, our first stop will be Balix Altar, but I should warn you, those who climb the mountain without first offering up a prayer, that's the last you ever see of them. Oh, you probably already picked up on this at the office, but this quest is a little secret between just the two of us. Got it? Right there! 100 years ago, a legendary climber was the first to reach the mountain's peak, the altar of Old Man Muhad Balix. That girl over there is a direct descendant of Old Man Muhad. At first, she was pretty upset about being sent to such a rural area. But I bet the sight of some handsome soldiers soon brought her around to the idea, if you know what I mean. If Old Man Muhad was still alive, I would have begged him to climb the mountain just one more time. Bet this is a strange sight to see, huh? Originally, there was nothing here but Balix Altar. But now we've got Driganese, Valencians, and even Calphionians. And the person you will be meeting today is, drumroll, none other than... the kingdom of Valencia's current ruling despot, Prince Baronnesser! What's wrong? Stunned by his greatness? I expected more clapping. What can I say? Your boy's got connections. So, you go first. Tell them you're with me and they won't kick you out. I've got one more person I need to offer a prayer for.
In fact, you there. All new visitors must come speak to old Jorge first.
My little tavern in Duvenkroon. I used to run a small tavern in Duvenkroon, you know.
There's a lot of Calfi. If you want to trade, if you plan on haggling, I can tell...
Your Majesty, people are growing suspicious.
It cannot be helped. I would be suspicious too. Causing a fuss like this just to visit my mother's homelands. Atui, what news have you from Aelton?
They have expressed their intent to deny our entry. Even more so, your Majesty's entry.
Then there is little we can do. Should harm befall me out here, a town as small as Aelton will be crushed by the diplomatic fallout. If only we had the aid of our friend at a time like this. Mother, wherever did you hide it?
Shall I bring the Khan's son to you, my prince? He is likely in Duvenkroon.
Well, well, speak of the devil. Who would have thought we'd reunite here of all places? You are well? And you're the mercenary our friend brought in. Interesting indeed. For our paths to cross here, it must be Al's will. But enough pleasantries. What do you need?
Huh? You know this person?
I see. The trials of the 6 witches. As a boy, my mother, Queen Marumin, would tell me the tales of her homelands. And my great-uncle's letters suddenly come to mind. Their contents left a deep impression on me. Is that really all you want from me? I'm capable of providing so much more, especially for you. If that's the case, I will give him to you as your reward.
Me? What are you even saying? You can't just...
Do you think I would entrust this quest to just anyone?
A preliminary investigation is essential to employment. First son of the Khan, leader of the demi-beast's homeland. Due to your status, you have permission to go where you please, even to areas prohibited to fellow demi-beasts.
On top of that, as heir of the Khan, you must know the lay of the land better than anyone.
I never studied anything like that. But knowing that you picked me after such thorough consideration, I'm quite touched.
Then by offering him as your reward, am I not mutually benefiting all parties? With this, we can now summarize our situation thusly. I wish to find my mother's memento through our friend here. He's looking for someone to climb the mountain of eternal winter, and you are in need of someone that knows these lands.
Seems fine, I guess, but why do I still feel like I lost?
If anyone objects to this arrangement, speak now. You have my ear.
Now isn't this awkward, seeing you here? Especially in Valencian military barracks. I'm not sure what the prince is looking for, but you haven't bought every word he said, have you? At Star's End, Monmehan, third prince of Valencia, reportedly said, the item Prince Bahan is looking for is actually mine. If it's something sought by the first and second princes in line, it must be extraordinary, right? It could even impact who sits upon the throne. So whatever this item may be, bring it to me and I will reward you. No, it's fine even if you don't bring it to me. Just don't let it fall into his hands.
Well, the prince may believe we came here to keep him in check. However, as you are well aware, Lady Isabel is a very busy person. If I were you, I would pick the latter of her two options. Make sure that it falls into no one's hands. Both Calpheon and Valencia. There is no way to tell how the events may turn, so wouldn't it be best to just stay out of it?
The choice is yours. Don't forget, that gentle-looking prince, he is a warmonger. I just want to make sure it doesn't fall into his hands. For all our sakes.
The Valencia Catan Military and Calpheon Xian Merchant Guild Alliance. The only person that can navigate between these two powers is me. Chief Durgeth also knows there is no better candidate than I. See, your problem is you don't have the full picture. The truth of the situation is likely to surprise you. We may appear to have formed an alliance with Sylvia. This time around, the chief's really got her mind made up. Not to mention the explosion in Shirakan iron mines. We haven't heard a single word from Sylvia since then. They're far too busy bickering with their sisters. Ha! Don't ask me for more. People always tell me if it weren't for my loud mouth and careless mistakes, I'd be perfect. Anyways, I've got a problem that needs taking care of. Some rats are sneaking in without a pass. Go and catch 'em for me. There's always rodent-like people lurking about, trying to gobble up any breadcrumbs that may fall into their laps. Unfortunately, they scurry off at the first sight of me. So what do you say? Trust me, I'm not a man that makes empty promises.
Even though we try so hard to keep them out, more keep popping up. Oh, Jorge left for a while. A report came in from Charbonneau Villa. He said he did need to tell you something important, though. Could you go meet him there?
Just trying to make a living. I don't want to lose my job.
What's going on? Where's the mine?
Fleeing in the wrong direction? How did these idiots take over the Shurikan iron mines?
It was all mine for the taking.
I'm busy enough as it is, stopping nations from killing each other. Now these guys pop up, it's just a mess.
Valencia and Calpheon have diverted your attention, you dim-witted Dragonese.
What in the world is this barbarian even mumbling about? Yeah, I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. I need to notify the foreigners about the restricted areas. You could probably tell from this guy, but heading to the Shurikan iron mines is a real bad idea. It's a den crawling with scum like him. Also, most importantly, the Mountain of Eternal Winter. The Oakjin Shinny and Ailton have their own war going on there right now. It's quite a cruel and horrid place. Doubt anyone could so much as reach the entrance. Rather than risk the odds, best you stay out and save us an awkward situation. Got it?
I thought you ditched me. You run super fast. I'm gonna have to stick close till we get this quest all tied up. Come on. Now then, the legend of the 6 witches. I'm thinking we go talk to a professor or something. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I already told you. I just fooled around. I skipped all my Contology classes. Anyway, be cool. I'll get all the information we need, so don't worry your pretty little head. This is the document that Prince Barhan wanted us to reference. Blah, blah, blah. Since Maruman is the Queen's city-worn name, no luck finding her birthplace here. That's the gist of it. It's extremely rare for us Abettes to stay in our homeland, so it's hard to find even the smallest scraps of information. There are also some tidbits about King Torme, Prince Barhan's father. The king came looking for Hanak Barabin in Ailton, and through him, the king met his future queen-to-be. Torme brought this foreign woman back to his kingdom and married her, while Hanak Barabin stayed here for the remainder of his life. My head. Oh wait, there's a saying that I've heard that goes, "For golden years of peace and calm, life in Ailton can do no wrong." Life in Ailton can do no wrong! That's it! It's got to be this place, Old Man Charbonneau's villa. This is the place everyone visits if Ailton's their final destination in, you know, life. Eat some good food, enjoy some fishing.
The children of fresh.
Have you heard the song? Yaskumen.
Now that I'm teaching the children their letters, I'll be staying here for some reason.
Oh, Lando. A new spring shall come to the tear-flooded highlands. Don't you worry. The mighty wind Nor will come bearing good news soon. He shall return unharmed. So, you just stay optimistic.
Sorry, real late start on this. Totally intend to focus on my Contology lessons now. Promise.
Sure. Now gaze upon the highlands with your back to the mountain. Hanak Barabin. Ah, yes, I remember now. There was a time when he came to the villa every day, saying he was fed up with the world. Once I got fed up myself and chased him off.
So then, any chance you've heard of Maruman? That's her city-worn name. Which isn't too helpful since we need her hill-sworn name.
I can't recall much. But if you are looking for someone, it would be best to look where the city meets the hills.
Any chance a person could get by without leaving a record?
Well, I've heard a rumor going around that Prince Barhan has come to Balak's altar.
Oh, that, I found some work there to stop myself from overthinking, you know?
Maruman. Her name in the Highlands is Baram. Hanak Baraban came deep in the night with a brawny man, and I gave that man his name.
What? But only shamans have the authority to name someone. If you're not a shaman, is that really something you can do?
It was a secret marriage of state. It's difficult for me to speak more on this. She did say, should Prince Barhan come to the valley in the distant future, there was something she wanted him to have. It is written in an ancient script of the Highlands. Try as you might, Lando, you won't be able to read this. But I do believe holding it upside down is a bit excessive. Do you not remember any of your basic teachings?
True experts gotta be able to read upside down.
Yes, well, kindly deliver that to Maslin's Euless Citron Orchard. And it's good to see you so lively again.
So, actually, the most popular book in Valencia right now is The Six Witches of the Snowfield. That novel was based on the letters sent by Hanak Baraban. Think you could fill me in on the details? It's, so that I can tell my guest about it.
Libresca, the dragon that hunted dragons, claimed the Golden Mountain with the hearts of her kin. After a long period, when no dragon stepped forward to challenge her, either by divine error or as a test, the spark of an unknown flame ignited. Libresca, emboldened by the god-consuming flame, the Enix, stood defiantly against the authority of the god. In retribution, they severed her legs and stripped off her wings, thereby also stripping the mountain of its golden glory and plunging it into an eternal winter. Libresca's first death left her a mere husk in the haven of slumbering origin, where she kept the flame aglow within her. However, Libresca's first death also breathed 7 new lives into being. By the creatures below the mountain, they were called witches.
Could you, tell us more about the trials of those witches?
Legends are just legends. How much more reckless your thoughts will become if you continue down this path.
Mr. Charbonneau! Mr. Charbonneau! The charcoal workshop!
Wait here.
Now's our chance! We need to find the book before Old Man Charbonneau gets back. What was the title of the book again? Listen. Listen quietly to the colorful flowers newly bloomed, for they cry, these witches 6. They cry for a second death has taken Libresca. They cry for it will take them too. Fragments of their dreams gather in a book. I remember now! The dead flower sings of winter eternal! I'll stand guard. Search the cabin for the book quickly! Uh-oh! Come on. Huh? That look on his face.
It seems you will need to follow me to the charcoal workshop.
Não posso ver, ou...
Its reach has finally made it this far.
Will the blizzard come down here?
What is this? Is this a tree or a rock?
No, don't touch.
How do I count? Hell yeah.
Master Charbonneau, I want all the...
The larger things, I find cutlery.
Is this the work of the Okjinshini?
I do not believe so. The mountain, it's being tainted by dark shadows.
Oh, hey! No luck finding the book earlier, huh? Hmm? Oh, wait a second. A fight! There's a fight happening! That's definitely the sound of people screaming. We can... well, I don't want you to see me get scolded by old man Charbonneau either.
Looking for some... Calm down. I hear you, I do. But this is the Mountain of Eternal Winter, not Bloody Dregan.
I saw him clearly with my own eyes. There's a baby black dragon roaming the dense forest.
I had no idea you people were like this. Do you mean to say you knew of the monster and did nothing? You think we'll just act like friendly neighbors? Never! We'll have no dealings with people like you hear?
This is our way. Though city life may differ, we ask for your understanding.
When we embody the spirit of the Shere Khan, we fight the dragons as one. When we bear the fangs of the lion, we fight together for freedom. When we don the wings of the eagle, we advance in unison for eternity. When we walk with Al, we work in solidarity as helpful desert guides. However, this is the Highlands, where we doff the dress of the cities. The Highlands is where everything birthed by Everfrost bonds in deep slumber.
But that thing has nothing to do with Everfrost. That black dragon, the one that he commands. I saw it fly over Charbonneau Villa last night. Our children are there. We cannot sit idly by and watch someone so dangerous run amok. Wait, now that I think about it, I think I saw his face on a wanted poster once.
Listen and take note, though you may not fully understand. We've had an ironclad connection to the dragons from the beginning. Listen and take...
Oh, hey! You're the warrior of Wind Knoll, living with the mutant swamp sentinels? Oh, wow, this is so... I've only seen them from a distance. Oh, just the thought of them gives me the chills.
Hey, isn't that the Khan's son?
Look at him, still acting like a child.
His stubborn father started this blasted war, and now the people of Aelton have had to stoop to hiring mercenaries.
That's right. And they won't even let us ascend the mountain. Thanks to you, we've lost a damn fortune!
But...
An asinine leader and his ass of a son. For crying out loud, go appoint a proper Khan already! But no offense intended, just a friendly warning from your neighbor.
I eventually got the truth out of Lando. You're meant to climb the mountain in his stead. I'm sorry. Please entertain it as nothing more than the request of an immature child, and kindly dismiss it. You've likely already heard, but this is no ordinary mountain. It is insurmountable. We are also currently at war with the Oak Jinshini that protect the mountain. To climb this summit means to risk your very life.
I can handle myself.
On top of that, Lando's father is our Khan. The Khan that leads the Abets of Aelton. His childish actions endanger the entire town. Lando will likely be at the guard post that sits atop Arethia's belt. It is a place that's very dear to him.
Long time no... Oh, I...
Oh my, oh my.
I've put aside... We decided... Hi there! Ah! My memories... Ah! I thought... I'm sure Mom...
I like the music.
beginning, I never planned on hiding anything from you. And I never planned on asking you to cleave your way through Okjinchini on your way up to the summit. There is a safe way up the mountain. I already sorta had a plan. Earlier, I should have never done that. I feel like I'm kinda the bad guy now. And I'm sorry. But there's a saying around the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Nothing will prevent one who has overcome the trials of the 6 witches from climbing the mountain. If we can get through the trials, then even the Okjinchini will open the path for us. Earlier, when you said you were looking for the trials, it just seemed like fate. The reason I want to climb that dangerous mountain is my little brother. He climbed the mountain to look for our father, and he hasn't returned yet. But we're not supposed to climb the mountain. Actually, there's a rule of the Highlands that forbids it. The old man got so upset because he thought I was going to break it. Only the hawks with their snow-piercing wings and the leopards with their nimble legs are able to ascend this mountain. If a weak fox or deer climbs the mountain, then the hawk and leopard that left cannot return. But my brother dared to imagine it. He always wondered, why? Why can't we climb the mountain? However, you're not from the Highlands. So, if you earned the rite of passage, then you could climb the mountain for me. What? I think I sprained my tongue just pronouncing it. Who is he? Ah! You mean that guy wearing a blanket? Wow, look at you! Connections all over the Highlands. Man, I sure know how to spot a winner. The hut he lives in is over there. Right there. What are you planning to do? Are you planning to add him to our party? We should get going. Hey, you mind going first? I just need to dry my eyes.
I'm on guard duty. I'm on guard duty.
He's no bold warrior. He's a bold thief. Here's old man Charbonneau's book we were looking all over for. Looks like he used the Black Dragon as a distraction to steal it. What's this? No matter what, my lord.
As expected, you too were looking for the book.
Oh, yeah.
What? How did you get out of there?
There are times when this cursed brand can be useful. Despite my defeat, you witnessed what I was capable of with Belmore's powers. I'm sure that talkative black spirit of yours is whispering endlessly in your head, so let me cut to the chase and make you an offer. I am also in search of the Yenix. I want to erase Belmorn's brand with its god-devouring flame. I have need of its power, just once. What becomes of it after, I care not. As such, we have no reason to be rivals for the flame, do we?
No! He hurt people!
I harmed not a single hair. I only erased their memories. I'll say it but once more, my goal is Belmorn's erasure. I just need the flame to burn off this brand. Afterward, do as you like with it. I lost everything. There isn't a single soul on the continent who knows not my face. And what's more, this failed monarch's mark continues to attract pests. However, there was one that understood my only wish was to restore Serendia to its former glory. Though the world may stand against me, if I had but this one person by my side, wouldn't that be enough? Dorette. That sweet girl loved me no matter what. But in this state, this atrocious state, I cannot start anew.
No! He hurt people!
I want to return while I still have a place to return to, with mind and body cleansed.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what to pick. I beat his ass in the other story, and the other region, but I don't know how happens if you reject it or accept. I don't know. Damn it. I don't know if he's gonna betray me. I don't know.
I have need of its power, just once. I want to return while I still have a place to return to, with mind and body cleansed.
So you have to accept. It doesn't.
I just need the flame to burn off this brand. Afterward, do as you like with it. I want to return while I still...
Dang.
Were you, close with that fella? No way you're closer with him than you are with me, right? Well, he does seem pretty strong. Guess that means we can conquer the trials even faster, right? Anyway, time is of the essence. So, I'm going to take the initiative and lead by example. Now, everyone is in agreement, yes? The first witch is Marsh, the Witch of Swamps. Her trial begins with escaping from the Swamp of Deep Slumber. Sorry. Yeah, I can't really read this Highland script. But hey, there's a drawing of a hawk here. Noel's companion at Wind Noel's Perch, Tamulin, will definitely know. What was this one?
This was a mistake. The mutants seem to have caught the scent of you both.
What? There are mutants here?
You fool of a fox. We need to stop him before he creates even greater trouble. We have no choice. I will draw the eyes of the mutants. You need to calm down the fox. Quickly! You need to get out of here while they are distracted.
Wow. He really is the warrior that lives with the mutant swamp sentinels.
I forgot how to crouch down. Detection. I don't know where they are. New city, hey.
Look at them, although I've never...
There is no need if you've come...
At these days, if you can't...
If you're heading to Outsiders...
You're lucky to catch it, set.
The moment...
According to myth, the first Abets that saw the light of day was the Hawk Abets. Lando, what a mess you've made. You should know, the mutant swamp sentinels are also beings of Everfrost. And you, bear in mind that terrorizing the town with your dragon is prohibited.
It was a matter of urgency.
Anyway, this is Noel's perch of the first Hawk Abets. It's not Hawk rule for the Chantis exam, so why are you all here?
We are looking for Timulan, he who is known as a companion of Noel. We seek a clue from him about the first witch's trial.
Wow, your friend is a real go-getter.
Even if we are the bridge that connects the worlds, we cannot just let anyone...
Hold. I see you've finally arrived. You who will face the witch's trial. I've been expecting you.
There are procedures regarding Win Noel. For 3 days, you are to pay respects to Noel. For 7 days, you are to bathe with his companions. And only those who pass the Chantis exam within 15 days are allowed to face the witch's trial.
When the rules need to be followed, then they will be followed. Ever since the Hawks, Noel's winged companions, can no longer cross the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Swept away by the dark blizzard, they are either unable to find their way back, or are maimed and perish. The trials left by the 6 witches were definitely prepared for times like this.
This is a man who speaks my language.
You'll knock the companions off their perches making a racket like that. Come inside, you who is to undergo Marsh's trial. Some things require a native perspective to fully understand. On the day of the explosion in the Sherakan iron mines, Shaman Invish dreamed for the first time in many moons. Incomprehensible screams of the 6 witches said the long-departed flame must be returned to the mountain. When we asked what it meant, he said, "Just because it has never been seen, does not mean it does not exist." Timulan's words are not without merit. If we continue to remain as we are, then the Hawk Abets that left to traverse Everfrost will never be able to return home. Rules and principles are of utmost importance here. you will be the first with the privilege of breaking them. So please, take on the trial of the witch and uncover the unseen truth.
While seeking a place to roost, Noel, the first of the Hawkabets, happened upon lands once belonging to the long-departed Marsh, Witch of Swamps. As he neared, he could see the humans who had settled on the cliff tops, packing up their belongings. "Why are you departing these lands?" asked he, to which the humans replied, "These are the lands of the great witch Marsh, who taught us how to bind the ankles of dragons. But the mutants make it such that we can no longer remain here." "But what brought you to these lands?" asked they, to which Noel in turn replied, "'Twas my keen eyes that brought me here, having caught the glimmer of a seed shining in the soil of swamps below." The humans climbed the cliff to gaze upon the swamps as Noel had, yet they could see naught. Only thick clouds of dust kicked up by the mutants. The humans looked anxious, then turned to Noel in anger. "The hawk doth spout nonsense to cloud our better judgment. Our wisdom is all that is left to us. Let us leave these lands and make for the forbidden Black Mountain. The great founder beckons." And with that, the humans left, and these barren lands became what we now know today as Noel's Perch. When the humans had left, Noel reflected deeply upon all that had occurred. "I shall collect the seeds from the swamp of deep slumber and cultivate this land." So, Noel ventured silently forth, staying low. For believing the humans had fled to the cliff top, the mutants cast their gaze upwards, oblivious to all that transpired below them. With his keen eyes, Noel started gathering the seeds one by one. "At last, I have harvested seeds from the swamp of deep slumber." Noel cried out with joy. He then began to properly sow the swamp. But, being a hawk, Noel had no use for seeds. What Noel needed was a tree to build his nest upon. Thus, with the seeds now sown throughout the swamp, Noel could only wait and hope the seeds take root and grow into a great tree worthy of his nest.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You can avoid detection just by crouching? Why did no one tell me about this? Mind blown.
A surprisingly large mouth for such a small fox. Is our trial to be finding the seeds buried in the swamp?
You're sharp, like Noel's eyes. However, only Noel's companions can locate the seeds. That is why passing the Chantas exam is a requirement. You will need to become one with your hawk companion.
Do I have a hawk companion? Oh, I think he does.
You're skipping over all these steps due to your sincerity. Tamulin, the true companion of Noel, will guide you.
Look at the trailer he has. Oh. Oh, that's cool.
For now.
Now you will begin to commune with the companion you will take on the trial. Approach them with respectful hearts. Ah, before we get started, please select a companion you would like to commune with. If you keep changing companions when you get rejected, they'll surely be hurt by it.
Procedure upon useless procedure.
I'll test my luck with this fella.
Submit thyself, Hawk.
Good. May Noel's warm winds embrace you. If you form a connection, they will unfurl their wings and puff out their chests. If not, they will show their talons, in which case you must slowly step back.
How can I commune with them when I'm too short to reach them?
That is fine. Communion has nothing to do with your height, just your eyes. You may not succeed on your first attempt. If you do fail, go to the Knoll totem and butcher the sheep offered there. Then bring the lamb meat and try again.
Gives me a headache just hearing their cry.
So try not to fret too much for now.
When will I be able to take
I got
a headache just
Hey,
hearing their
bud.
cries?
Can I name you two? Hey.
Sincere hearts always connect. Now you may attempt the witch's trial. Good. May Noel's warm winds embrace you. Follow the hawk while avoiding the mutant swamp sentinels. They will lead you to the seeds hidden by the witch.
I can't believe it. This guy? You know what he just told me to do? Get lost!
They can't see very well below their knees.
Never had anyone talk to me like that.
Move while crouched,
No,
you might as well be a phantom. But your friend here, I don't think he's cut out for such maneuvers. His legs seem terribly weak. I'll give him 10 steps at most before he's just extra baggage. And that's me being generous.
Hey, pal. Does this thing on my back look like a shell to you, huh? I'll tell you about these legs. You have no idea what kind of raw power I got in them.
It appears this burden falls on us, and us alone. First, I will erase my presence, borrowing what I need from Belmont's powers. So if anything goes wrong, it's all on you. If you cause me any trouble, I will cut you down myself.
Really? Don't cut you down, mister.
It appears this burden falls on us, and I've moved while crouched, and you might as well be if you cause me any trouble, I will cut you down myself. If you fear you may be caught, try to lie low. Lying prone will enable you to move easily and avoid detection. And do not let them sniff you out.
What?
I didn't expect much to begin with.
Dare
You've no idea how many times I wanted to leave you for dead. You were lucky. Let's get moving.
Wow, that was some awesome teamwork, you guys. You know what would have made it even more entertaining? Some jerky.
Is there no way to keep this one's jaw shut? Stop wasting our time and get moving to the next trial.
I'm so glad to see that you've succeeded without injury. I apologize for my initially cold demeanor. Please forgive me.
Toma just wanted to maintain the respect of our winged companions. Tamulin, let's bring this to a close, shall we?
Say your farewells to your respective companions. They may appear again to assist in your hour of need.
Don't worry, little buddy. We may have just watched from the sidelines, but we'll get—
Don't go to Calpheon. 'Tis a silly place.
But I want you.
I will pluck your whiskers, one by one, for each moment you dawdle. Let us make haste to the next trial.
Oh, okay, fine. Jeez. Will horns sprout from your butt if you say it a little nicer? The second witch is Awena, the Witch of Blights. The sleep-talking seed can only truly slumber within Awena's kiln.
Great. Another thing we won't be able to shut up. Is there anything else?
Huh? What, you think I'm rambling? Just look at it! It's pretty clear we should go to Awena's tail.
This is the watering hole for my thirsty headhunters. I think it's best if we move separately. I will go with this one and assess the situation from a
Huh? But why me? I don't want to go with you. You're scary.
Looks like you don't have much time. You should hurry. Our furry friend will receive the full regimen of Serendia's finest soldiers.
I already have a horse, damn it.
It doesn't seem like Corbet's coming back. And whatever happened to Phil?
What a day.
Seriously, those rocks piled up like a tower overnight. I've no idea where in the world they came from. This is the Tripath Junction at Awena's tail. You don't look like a Serendian to me.
What does it matter? Leomar said to allow passage to anyone coming from the swamp, no matter who they may be.
Ah, yeah. He did say that. Well, come on in.
Am I seeing things? No. Did you come from the swamp teeming with those mutant monsters?
Always stay on her, don't care.
Books of Goodman Leomar. I am the living embodiment of all that has come to pass. Only those who've suffered hardships. Only those who've suffered...
What happened here last night? What are the guards doing? Are they being paid to sleep? The Serendian wagon heading to Ailton will be arriving soon. The deal's going to be called off before the ink even dries. Leomar, you need to fix this. Wasn't your dream to make this place a mecca of trade?
Of course, of course. Although my ancestors couldn't take up a spear to pierce the dragon's eye, they were able to take up a pickaxe to carve out this junction. Clearing those rocks will be a cinch. Do you know who I am? After multiple generations, I finally built the bridge between Serendia and Ailton. Oh, I'm sorry for greeting you so late. I heard you came up from the swamp. Usually I would have treated you to a drink and listened to your exploits. A junction abuzz with travelers to and fro should be abuzz with adventurous tales as well. But it seems like you're no trader. What brings you to my junction? Awena's kiln? Those amazing ancestors of mine. They have truly done themselves proud. Oh, sorry. Just internal musings bubbling to the surface. Though it is connected to this wondrous junction. A tale told at a trading hub should come at a cost. Ah, I know. Can you do something about those rocks? As someone that can pass through a swamp teeming with mutants, I'm sure it'll be a cinch.
Why is my mercenary out here doing hard labor? Unlike your brooding buddy, I am not the type to run away. Put down the pickaxe and quickly come with me. Our bear, unlike your brooding buddy, I am not the type to run.
We need to stay here longer to get rid of me.
I cannot fathom why you would be plinking away out here. I'm sure your clever black spirit could have suggested a better alternative.
Oh gosh, you didn't hurt them, did you? Sorry, I'm still kind of new to acts of senseless violence.
Leomar, or whatever he is called, he bears the countenance of a master manipulator.
Oh? You're into physiognomy? Me next! What's my face say?
It is clear this Leomar is obsessed with stories and rumors. If Awina's kiln is connected to this junction, then he likely has records of its legend.
Who goes there? What are you doing?
I guess we're out of options. Go outside and check the contents of the book, surreptitiously. I would advise you quit your demolition work and we make an expedient exit.
Hey! Why are you carrying me off? Now I look like your accomplice! I did nothing wrong!
Amazing. Simply amazing.
Leomar, sir, I think we might need to hire more guards. The soldiers discovered a poisoned needle nearby.
Instead of just hiring more, how about we fire the lot and start fresh? How can we trade here when we are constantly in danger? That poison needle. I'm sure it's the work of that fugitive, Jordine. That menace should be lying low, so why stick his neck out here? Having discovered signs of his presence here, we...
Of course. This new friend of ours will handle it. Jordine is quite the famous fellow, so I'm sure you know who he is, right?
My chief, we must leave. We shall make for Black. The great founder beckons us. Was it youth's folly that bade them go? Although these lands were home to Awina, witch of ruin, she who taught us how to rob dragons of their breath. These wastelands can be called home no longer, made barren as they are by the heat emanating from the cave. The heat of which he spake was much akin to the heat of passion that burned within. My chief, you cannot join us, for since the great witches perished, harsh winters have plagued these lands. The cold will take you before we reach where the great founder beckons us from. But here you shall know warmth until your final days. To speak true, I had never any intention of accompanying them. But know this, said he, you will always be our chief. That will never change, be we here or in places far. So I say, I hope you shalt remain steadfast to the very end, for us. And verily, we arrived at the crux of the matter. Remember how we implored of the Great Witch, why doth the heat of the cave radiate without end all year long? Our query was met with laughter, but now she doth laugh no more. I told myself it could not be, that he would surely not ask this of me. If thou live truly for the good of the tribe, then I beseech you, destroy Awina's kiln. The source of that incessant heat must lie someplace beneath. If we find the source, we shall have untold power over the other tribes. I know not why, but I simply nodded. Please, do all within your power until our return, and...
Our family was a little different, even in Dregan. While everyone else sharpened their swords to fight the dragons, we sharpened our pickaxes. The huge boulder that was blocking this junction continued to be whittled down through the ages. Did I gain anything from it? Nothing. Absolutely. However, I truly believe my ancestors made the right choice. They forged the path that connects Serendia to the Mountain of Eternal Winter.
What? Then Owina's kiln... Was the stone once blocking this junction? Oh, what do we do? It's been completely destroyed! Oh no, oh no! Owina's...
Ah! You scared me.
Leomar, sir. We need you down there now. The demi-beast researcher finished investigating those rocks.
Soon I will be rich.
I think we've done all we could here.
The piles of rock are actually a type of species found on Everfrost called Takium. They usually inhabit the Mountain of Eternal Winter.
Seems they died at Owina's tail almost immediately, due to the heat that radiates directly from the ground. A phenomenon unlike anything found elsewhere.
What? Why would a creature from Everfrost come all the way here?
A dreadwinter tree has also apparently put down roots nearby. To discover that the darkness from the mountain would spread all the way here.
What? I heard rumors recently that a ghost now haunts the mountainside. If it's true, take those cursed stones from here, out of my sight. You Abets took all the stones that came of Owina's Kill's demolition. It is clearly written in my ancestors' records.
What? Us?
Darn it, Griffith! Go back and finish your job. I will be offering a prayer tonight.
Well, I think it's best for us to be the ones to bury them.
Over here! What's this noise about us taking the rubbly remains of Owina's kiln?
I'm glad to see you at a place like this, but I also seem to have been caught off guard. Well, I can certainly understand why you didn't take your studies on my area of expertise, winter trees, seriously. However, how can you not know the history behind the furnaces symbolic of ale?
Huh? What are you talking about? How is that connected to Owina's kiln?
Curses. What a fine waste of time this has been. 2 days fully wasted thanks to you. It is my nature to prepare for every eventuality, but your unpredictable idiocy consistently blindsides me.
Huh? How'd the murderous Spectre get in here?
Do you have anything else to say?
People are starting to get suspicious. They have begun to monitor my movements. Lady Durat can't even pen a letter without scrutiny. This is likely to be our last encounter.
Red? Oh, that letter we saw—
How dare you, you lowly fox! If you speak such slander of Our Lady again, my blade will split your throat, and your next mention of her name will be a whistle on the wind.
Let's hear the rest of it.
No, the moon has fallen. We need to find that dreadwinter tree first. If we don't do it tonight, then last night's tragic events may well unfold again.
No, Pitot, stay there. Lando will be the one to purify the winter tree. This will serve as a very expensive teaching fee for reteaching you the basics of our history.
Seems like everyone is super mad right now. You're gonna help me though, right?
Why did I put that 200?
There's no better place.
hope you learned your lesson this time. Stop causing so much trouble for everyone. Ale, the first Dirabets to leave the Zavir Highlands. It is known to be the first day he stepped hoof on Owina's tail. He went near a blinding light that shone from afar. As he approached, he saw an old man. There's mysterious powers within those stones. They're just strange hot stones, completely useless. But not to Ale. He was certain they contained mystical powers. In that case, allow me to buy them. Just take them, said the old man. I was tossing them out anyway. No, replied Ale. I can't just take such precious stones. So he left to get oak pills of grass and a horse to trade. He gave these to the old man the next day, who took them reluctantly. He did the same the following day, and the next. Ale continued to trade his oak pills and horses for the old man's stones. He took all the Owina stones he traded for to the Zavir Highlands. Then one day, on his way to Owina's tail, Ale came across a large group of humans. They belonged to another Highlands village, not far, so he asked them, "Where are you going?" "The Great Founder beckons," was the reply. "Then who will guard the village in your stead?" asked Ale. The villager considered this. "Ah, would you protect it, Ale? We know you to be trustworthy." That day marked the end of Ale's journeys to Owina's tail, and the last day any Abets would leave the Zavir Highlands again. That night, a light smoke drifted up from Ailton, from a kiln Ale had constructed out of Owina's stones.
It's coming back to me now! I think I had a dream about this once.
You likely just fell asleep during your lesson.
The sleep-talking seed can only truly slumber within Owina's kiln. Though Owina's kiln has been dismantled, we should be able to use a furnace constructed from the very stones of the kiln to complete the witch's trial. We could have saved ourselves a lot of time if you actually paid attention during your own history class.
That? But then I would never have gotten to do your elite soldier training thing.
Charcoal workshops here have a kind of furnace, commemoratively called a kiln, that burns hotter than any other. Thankfully, one of Mr. Charbonneau's charcoal workshops is nearby. It is operated by his first son.
He's left it in the hands of his workers while he's traveling abroad, but as it's still of the Charbonneau name, we should have it at our disposal.
You should go first. It will be dangerous to move together with the guard on alert.
I'll take the furball and go first. Make sure that you are not followed.
I am not a furball!
Oh, sorry. We've yet to be properly introduced. I'm Tabadai, a winter tree researcher in Ailton. Over here is Puteau, Ailton's oak pill researcher. I heard you took care of the winter tree that appeared by Charbonneau Villa.
It isn't a tree that would usually take root all the way out here. It's a clear sign the mountain is in pain. We need to investigate the situation further.
Please come visit us in Ailton sometime. Our most hospitable chief would welcome you with open arms.